It is Friday, February 17th from 6 to 9, Sequoia Conference Center. So we're going to be having live music, dancing, Bless My Soul is going to be the caterer. We're going to have jugglers, things like that. And instead of doing a king cake with the baby and the king cake, we're doing king cupcakes. So we'll have three opportunities to win cash awards. We're going to be giving out a total of $4,000. Wow. Tickets are $60 ahead of time or $75 at the door. So let me know if you're interested.
Nice hat, Nancy. Thank you very much. Okay, and big project has begun. Phantom of the Opera. We had our first meeting last night, and it's going to be amazing. I'd like a few people here to talk about their particular committee. So let's start with you, Karen, because you've got all this exciting stuff. Karen has agreed to take on decorations for the entire project.
I haven't slept since I said yes. But fortunately, Siva is going to be right there helping, and a committee of great people, Carol and Tom and AJ. I think we're going to twist his arm.
Although I've got his arm already twisted in another committee, but yeah,
he's gonna
we'll work. Yeah, he'll be twisted.
But yeah, it's such a classical thing. I mean, this opera is amazing. If you don't know anything about it, you can watch it on YouTube. You can watch the movie, or you can get a one-page long summary of what it's about. If you don't like opera. Anyway, decorations. It's going to be hopefully a lot of fun work that we're going to have to do that day, but it's going to be fun.
And Karen had made a comment last night at the meeting that I've never heard, and this is my third year at the fundraiser. She said, I plan on having the table decorations done a week in advance. I'm like, what an idea. So here's a sample that she's brought for possibilities. The beginning is going to be much more elaborate, but just to keep us in the mood. So thank you, Karen. It's such a relief. I appreciate that your enthusiasm about the event. And then entertainment is also going to be an essential part of this year's event. And Tammy Dart has agreed to take that on with a lot of help and coordination with Karen's team. And we've already signed up the singing waiters. And they were at our district event. Lori, I think you remember them.
Fantastic.
They're spectacular. They're actors coming from LA. And they kind of act a lot like Dick. They'll be there.
I'm a lot cheaper.
We got another role for you. And so they're going to serve and be serving people as though they're really waiters. And so they look like that. And then they start kind of quarreling just a little bit across the room. So people are kind of thinking, oh no, there's a little trouble with the wait staff. And then pretty soon they start breaking into song. They can sing opera. They can interact with the crowd and tell jokes. And it is just a riot. So they will be entertaining throughout the dinner meal. And it'll be elegant. We want it to be black tie event. So you can bring out your fancy stuff. And black tie can be black jeans, white shirt, and a black tie. That's okay. But we do want it elegant, and the decorations, we're going to have opera singers there, some of them even in this room, and it'll be just spectacular. And you have to be there when the chandelier falls. That's all I'm going to say. So it's going to be an amazing event. We have a couple of people, Rebecca is going to continue to do the front area, so thank you, Rebecca. Yeah, I know she's here. There she is. And Dustin, of course, is doing the bar. Do you have anything in particular, Dustin, yet? Or?
Not yet, really. I did talk to Cordelia and Vanessa from the Griffin. They opened a new bar downtown, and they're going to help us out with that kind of to help spearhead the whole thing, which is exciting because they're professionals and they're great. So it's just going to kind of up the quality of what we do and continue that. So that's exciting.
Research? You doing research?
Yeah.
He needs help, yes. Join this committee. Barbara has already got the food prep handled, and started, and usually that doesn't come together until about the end of February. So we're way ahead on that. Barbara, you want to say just a few things?
It's just going to be, if we're working with Brett again, he did a fabulous job last year. We're going to kind of repeat the same way we did the serving of food because it worked so well last year. And we're still looking at the menu, but it's going to be abundant, elegant, and delicious.
Awesome. All right.
Farm to table.
Thank you. Silent auction. I'm not sure yet who's going to lead that, but that takes us into our groups. And those of you who are the leaders, Janice was talking to you when you came in. And so I'd like you, the leader, to stand up and read off who's in your group. Let's see. Terry.
I've got Julie Schaefer and Greg Foster. Am I missing somebody?
Tomas.
And Tomas.
Excellent. So as she says your name, you know who your leader is. Cam's not here, but Claire, Lori, and Matt are in his group. Brenda's group is Tammy, John Richmond, and Mark Burchett. Lisa Hemphill, her group is Karen Burgesser, John Gullum, and Emmanuel Rose. Allison Hunter, Ed Christians, Robert Goodman, Joyce Heinrichs, Brandy Easter, Chris Jelinek, Ashley Deal, and Susan Johnson. Maggie Kraft, Romy Hitchcock, Dustin Littlefield, and Bob Johnson. Steve McCaney. I think we're a little light on leaders. It happens sometimes. Jessica McKnight, Jose Zapata, Dan Johnson, and AJ Gonzalez. Barbara Browning.
I'm here. Chris Hemphill, Craig Newman, and Siva.
Great. Tom. I know he's here.
Here, Dick Johnson, Tim Overdup, and Charlie Jordan.
Great. Randy Mendoza, Nick Torres, Rebecca Crow, and Bob Moore. Linda Moore, Kyle Visser, Oren, how do you say Oren's last name? It's really Platcher. Okay. Oren Platcher and Ray Nagel. Clocker. Okay, good. Janice Newman. Yeah. Praj White, Brian Reeser, Brian Plumley, and Deb Inge. Ings. Thanks, Deb. All right, Ian Schatz.
I have Carol Vandermeer, Howard Stoffer, and Susan Gale McCarthy.
And last but not least, Rena Broadhag with Ron Sharp, Julie Visade Elcock, and Jeff Stebbins. So you know your group. Now you've got to know what you need to do. So what we're doing now is we're shrinking the live auction down to exciting, high price items. And so there'll be 12 of them. Siva has already arranged for her cousin to be the auctioneer, and he is the best. He's spectacular. And so he will be able to get good money from the live auction, but a lot of the items that were $500, $600 and were kind of bogging down the night, those are going to go to the silent auction. And then we'll have runners making sure to continue to up the bid as time goes on. So for what we need from you all is each team needs one Dutch raffle item, $75 to $100. And then 2 silent auction items, $110 to $400. And that's it. Charlie has already got, I think she spoke last week, she has several live auction items. We've got a good selection of people who have donated last year that we're going to approach. And so we think as the committee we can get the live auction items this year. So then what we want from you are really quality, elegant, not seen before items that we can put in our raffle and our silent auction so that we will make more money in those areas to make up for the smaller live auction. All right? And then lastly, what I want from you is we need people to fill the seats in the room. And it doesn't just have to be businesses. If you've got a friend, I have friends who call me all the time and say, I've got a table for a fundraiser, we're going to have a fun group going. Bring your friends and you can start your own table. That's perfectly fine. And then you can pay individual prices, $75 for one ticket, $600 for a table of 8, $750 for a table of 10, and then an extra $150 if you want your own waiter. Now, those aren't going to be the LA waiters, but they will be good. And then that way you can get the drinks you need. If there's anything missing, we're going to maybe coordinate with Barbara to see if you can get your meals actually first, if you're the person with the waiter. So there'll be all kinds of perks for the person who's got their own waiter table. So those are the prices. I already have the tickets printed. I just left them in my car. So I will make sure
I have
that...
them. Craig has them.
Craig has them. Oh, good. They got to be in this car somewhere. Craig, would you tell us about the tickets? Dang.
Ticket sales, all this planning and great events all for naught if we don't get people in the seats. That's a huge thing. We basically, the people in the seats pay all of our expenses, and the money gets made with the silent and the Dutch and the live. And so it's critical for us to have people in the seats. Nobody has to handle tickets except me. If you have somebody who wants to, a business or whatever that wants to purchase a table, you just have to send me an email, tell me who it is, and what I want is name, phone number, mailing address, and email. And then I ship the tickets direct to them. Every ticket has their table name underneath them, like, Brian Jackson and Eklund's always there. I send them, 8 or 10 tickets, and it says Jackson Eklund right on the back of the ticket, and the invoice goes with that. So you don't have to handle money, you don't have to handle tickets. All you have to do is say, here's somebody, and it can be individuals. With individuals, we put them together, and sometimes individuals say, I want to be with these guys. We always put them with whatever guys they want to be. Sometimes and we also have tables be near somebody else's table. Somebody wants to be, I want to be by those guys because we like to, have a good time with them. So, we facilitate that to the extent we can.
Away from those people.
Yeah.
We just move them around. We've set up tables for, Steve was there with a huge bunch, and we had like 15. We had a big horseshoe set up for them. So we can accommodate lots of configurations of tables, and we can also accommodate 9, although we're just saying 8 and 10 primarily. But anyway, you don't have to handle money in your tickets. I do all of that. We just have to know who's coming and their contact information. And then I get them out within a few days, within a couple of days.
He's a pro. All right, thanks, Ray. Lori, we're counting on you for the accounting again? Yep. Yeah, awesome. And Orrin and Howard have both agreed to lead up the cleanup crew, so always essential. Thank you very much. And I think that's about everybody. Have I missed anybody? It's always a good feeling. Okay, great. So let's give a big hand to our spring fundraising group. All right, I'm running a little late. Terry's giving me the eye. So, Fitness and Rotarian's going to be quick. Stand up, everybody. Okay, what we're going to do is we're starting your own personal circuit. So we're going to start easy, and we're going to work up to a jump. Jump is essential for adults to be able to do, and adults stop jumping. So you want to jump as long as you can. So today, we're just going to do the beginning part of a jump. Okay, you guys ready? You got it on your feet. Everybody's on their feet. So when you start a jump, you bend your knees a little and you put your hips back, yeah? As though there's a wall behind you, stick your tailbone back to that wall, yeah? And then if you're going to jump, you're not going to jump up. So then when you come up, you're just going to come up with some power, okay? That's it, that's a jump. So you go down and come up with some power. Good. So down and up. So when you get up in the morning, this is what you do. You start your jump. And this warms up your ankles, it warms up your knees, it warms up your hips. And then when you're ready, give it a little jump. Now just a little one to start, or just keep going with here. Ray?
I don't jump.
Okay, tall guys don't jump. All right, that's it. That's number 1 for the circuit. We will have 12 that you will do, and you'll do this every morning. It's a warm-up to your workout. It is not your workout. Okay? All right. Birthdays we'll wait on, and we're ready for our auction. Okay, Terry, this is the last one for January.
It is. Only it's actually and next month, February, we do not have a final Friday. Well, we do, but it won't be an auction because we're focusing on the spring fundraiser. So